That is right. It is total nonstop impact talk for Impact fans right here on the YouTube, the Twitch, and wherever you get your podcast audio worldwide, baby. To my left, your right, Mr. Front Row Bill is in the house tonight. How you doing?
Doing good, J-Bone. Welcome back from the new Bone Studio. How's it feel to be back on TNI?
Oh, it feels like $1 million, man. And the live reaction watch along was a last minute thing I wanted to do. I was so excited about coming back tonight. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fire it up and I'm just gonna make it happen. No matter what I feel like tonight, man. We're still kind of moving in. I mean, everything's here, but we're moving stuff around. We're still opening them up boxes here. We're still making a house a home. I'm still, obviously, I haven't done jack to this. I've been busy this last week dealing with an old friend that I don't even want to say his name because he's
Will
like
he appear?
No, he's the ultimate scumbag. He's the ultimate scumbag. Ultimate scumbag. Had to kick him out. Literally had to kick him out of my house.
Was it Moose?
No, it wasn't Moose. Wasn't Kyle, wasn't Moose. Not even gonna say his name. And I'm upset that I wasted way too much time, wasted so much time on him. But nonetheless, I am here. I'm excited to be back. And man, let's talk some Impact Wrestling, bro.
Well, before we do that, J-Bone, we got to get to some super stickers from the chat. So let's highlight some the great TNI fam in the house tonight. Punk Trey say with the 99-cent super sticker. We appreciate you.
Hell
Courtney, thank you very much, Courtney. But hold on. I can't. Everyone gets one. So the first one is.
Oh boy.
Back to you, Trace, because the coach.
Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling.
There we go. We're gonna go fast and furious on these right now. Oh, because we got Anna. We got Anna with one there. So
Anna's here.
Anna, thank you for the super sticker, and the coach thanks you too.
Impact Wrestling.
So you see, we're a lean, mean podcasting machine right now, J-Bone.
Oh my!
I just want to make sure I'm not missing anybody because Bell's Boy comes out big here.
Bell's Boy
with the $5 super chat. Yay, J-Bone and Buffalo Bill are back from the new J-Bone Closet Studios. LOL.
Thanks, Bell's Boy.
Oh, and yeah, so we can't forget Bell's Boy. Here's his Scott.
Impact Wrestling.
And Team Twitch, I'm not forgetting about you.
Oh yeah,
Rayline with the bits, Coach.
Impact Wrestling.
And a Slowpoke appearance.
Slowpoke in the house. Thank you for the bit, Slowpoke.
Impact Wrestling.
Say it like you mean it,
God.
Scott.
Oh God.
So now that we got that out of the way, thank you everybody
geez.
Because all the super chats, they're on. Don't forget, like the video, subscribe if you're not. Tell your friends.
Hell yeah, give that video a thumbs up.
Gotta get the thumbs up.
Gotta do the thumbs up.
It's been so long because we've been just doing some fake wrestling news the last few weeks without you.
Oof.
I think it's time. Everyone's been waiting. The jingle. It's been in high demand, J-Bone.
Oh.
We bring it back tonight. Just for the TNI fam.
There we go.
J-Bone's news. It's back.
Jiminy Christmas.
And now, the long waiting return of J-Bone's news. Oh my God, it's J-Bone with news. Oh, J-Bone knows what's up.
Searching for my fake wrestling news.
The jingle is back. Jiminy Christmas. All right. So yeah, we're gonna talk some stuff. So, and I know I'm out of the realm on certain things. I haven't been around for a few weeks. I've missed a lot of stuff. So if you've heard about something before I did, and I'm repeating something you already knew, just please forgive the old bone. It's been,
Which one's Jay?
yeah, exactly. So okay, so first of all, now I'm not. If you missed it tonight, I'm gonna start a little rumor ski, and I normally don't do that. You know this. You know I normally don't talk rumors, but I'm gonna start one tonight, Bill. And I'm just throwing stuff out there to the universe, hoping it
Against
happens.
the wall.
I'm just throwing stuff on the wall. If you watched tonight, which if you're watching us and or listening to us, I hope you watched tonight's Impact Wrestling.
The November 10th episode.
November 10th episode. Yes. There was a segment, and we're going to kind of just bounce around with this. You know, this obviously didn't happen at the start because we're talking news. So this is somewhere in the middle of the episode. Steve Macklin is pounding on the door of Scott's office. He's getting upset, flips a chair down the hallway, throws a coffee or whatever it was, some kind of drink. And Tommy
Speaking of news, we should say Steve Macklin, the newest blacksmith apparel athlete.
Oh, congrats. That's tremendous. I did not know that. That's great stuff. Go check out that site if you haven't, folks. Blacksmith Apparel is putting out
I don't think they've debuted
stuff.
what he's having yet, but they had like a little video that he's kind of on the team, which is cool to see. Almost all Impact wrestlers.
That's cool. That's cool. Great stuff. Michael, we're not going to talk about that.
Well, there might be a little something to talk about because
we can, but I don't.
The reason has to do with an Impact Town.
That's true, but we'll get to that later. Let's talk about this now. So Steve Macklin's flipping chairs, throwing stuff down the hallway. Tommy Dreamer is down the hallway, and he's talking to someone who looks like Alicia Edwards. I'm pretty sure it was Alicia Edwards. And as Tommy Dreamer's then coming down the hallway towards Steve Macklin, someone comes out into the hallway talking to Alicia Edwards. Alicia Edwards takes said person and kind of pushes him back through the doorway like, hey, we're shooting here. You're not supposed to be in the camera's way right now. It just looked kind of like that. Said person that was pushed back through the door looked an awful lot alike a Johnny Impact.
No disagreeing with you there, Jabo. It's I don't know if anything was out there on social media, but for those of you that don't know, that was Taya's birthday weekend during the Vegas tapings, right. And like Johnny Impact, the night before the first set of tapings, I'm just roaming around the old casino, and he was just roaming around as well. So he was definitely around. The wind up in a backstage segment, accident, more than an accident, a little clue if you're paying attention, maybe. The rumor is not without merit, J-Bone. Once you show up on TV.
I'm hoping. Look, and if you've followed me for a long time, you know that Johnny's one of my favorites. And like I said, I don't care what brand he shows up on. I'm going to watch him, whether it's the old Lucha Underground that used to be on. When, he went back to WWE for a bit. Didn't really amount to anything. He showed up on AEW for a few episodes, but he really hasn't signed anywhere. I don't know if he's waiting.
He's John's free agent.
He is. He can show up anywhere. Somebody in the chat here talking about Johnny Caballero. Yes, that's what he is down south of the border when he, wrestles in Mexico.
But
so yeah,
you have heard his name lately as they've been promoting the world title length of Josh Alexander. He just surpassed Johnny Impact. So that's a little interesting nugget with the timing of it all.
That's true. That's true. And thank you for saying that, because like I said, I have been out of the loop lately. I know that has been a thing, but I haven't really heard the latest ones as far as who he's been catching. I heard something about AJ Styles, like that was coming up, but
AJ Styles, I believe, at Overdrive with a defense, and Bobby Roode, I believe, if he makes it all the way to Hard to Kill.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Josh Alexander's got a lot of things going against him right now. He's got Bully Ray just sneaking down hallways with that damn cup.
You can't trust Bully Ray.
Can't trust Bully Ray. I don't care what anybody says. And people are just going by past experiences and doing their due diligence to learn the history of professional wrestling as a whole. Frankie Kazarian, as we learn even more in this episode, tremendous promo that they did on Frankie Kazarian. Even had some of the misses in there. Oh, good old Tracy Brooks, which I thought might draw in a trend tonight, but we'll have to wait and see.
You never know, maybe.
You never know.
Say her name and he appears.
Yeah, we believe in Trent. but nonetheless, back to Johnny Impact. I'm hoping that he
you summoned them.
There he is. There's Trent. Yeah, Pasta Mania. It's Thursday night. Oh wait, was that a Tuesday thing? Anyways, I hope Johnny shows up. And sound off in the chat. Do you love Johnny Impact even half as much as J-Bone does? Do you want to see him come back to Impact Wrestling? Was this a sign? Was this a whoops? What do you think? I want to hear what people have to say in the chat.
Yeah, definitely let us know, because I think obviously J-Bone, myself, both Johnny Impact fans, always welcome Johnny Impact back. And obviously right now the main event scene's pretty loaded, but would not hurt.
Yeah. So, Courtney says, yes, bring Johnny back. Rona says, yes, I do. So we got some love for Johnny. Critical Sting says Johnny Libre. Okay. Yeah. And Ronan apparently wants Nick Aldis. Oh dear God! All right, let's talk about it.
Speaking of Nick Aldis,
go ahead, Bill.
Well, he is obviously he's made an appearance shockingly when he returned. First the Multiverse of matches, then he even actually did an Impact show. He did the pay-per-view, but it's official. He's out at NWA. But the interesting thing is, because we've heard different rumblings over the past few months, is pretty much he came out there and said what the reason was that he left the NWA. And it has to do with current Impact talent, Mickie James, and the Empower not having a second Empower all women's pay-per-view with NWA. And Billy Corgan's kind of stance on why.
Oof.
And I'll tell you what,
not a very good one.
Not a very good one. And I know Impact fans in general have had, due to history with Nick Aldis, may have had some bones to pick. We have had bones to pick. I thought he did a pretty professional job when he returned at the Multiverse and the pay-per-view. But
he did.
I got to give him credit here. Standing up for his wife, standing up for pretty much that opinion. I got to give him kudos to that. He put his money where his mouth is and said, you know what? I'm out. Let's I
That's
can't
a lot
work
strong.
with this.
Yeah.
So
And as much, whether you like the guy or not, standing up for his wife, I will give him all the credit in the world for that. Absolutely. You stand next to your wife and you support what she wants to do. And that's one of the biggest things that she's ever done in wrestling is help organize
and it was a great show.
that whole event.
It outshined the NWA paper, like their big anniversary show. That was the next night. That was the best show that weekend by far.
It was. I didn't see the whole thing, but I saw parts of it. So yeah, good stuff there. Yeah. And it even helped bring some new faces to Impact Wrestling. So yeah, it affected a lot of stuff. Yeah. Bell's boy.
And that kind of gets into some more NWA news. Thank you, Bell's boy, for the comment in the super chat. And Taryn Terrell's leaving two guys retired.
Yeah.
That is true. But first, hold on. The coach has to say his piece.
Impact Wrestling!
But we do got to comment on this because obviously we haven't seen Taryn in quite a while in Impact Wrestling. I believe the last time she came back was like not during, like, what was it when Awesome Kong did an appearance a while back, previous to Hall of Fame. But obviously she had a great run in Impact Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Her match with Gail Kim is one of the all-time classics.
It is.
So obviously I know she's left the business before, but 2017 Bell's boy, thank you for that. Because I remember when she made that one-off appearance and then gone again. But she had a great run. I don't know if it's going to be retire for now or forever, but definitely wish Taryn the best because she gave some good years to this company.
She did, yeah. Whether it was doing her stuff in ECW or knocking them dead with the knockouts in TNA, she brought a little bit of everything. And I can't speak for what she really did all in NWA because I just haven't been watching over the last year or so. But I was shocked to see her come back. I wish she did. If she went back to any place, I wish she did do one last cup of coffee and Impact Wrestling. But it is what it is, If she's done, she's done.
Yeah, like it was great that Awesome Kong went in the Hall of Fame, but her last match was actually in NWA. She did that one kind of run-in NWA and then retired. But yeah, Taryn obviously much more associated, but it's kind of NWA pretty much became like a 2 to 3 year era of when Billy Corgan was in Impact TNA back then. And that's where some allegiances are. But if they do a TNA No Place Like Home show, I think there would be probably an invitation out there if Taryn wanted to show up and do something there. So hopefully that's the case.
We'll see. No, I know something that just hit the dirt sheets apparently, but some other people knew it before. I was just mentioning to Bill right before we went live, is that Lady Frost got her release from the company, like as she wanted several months ago, but she finally got it. And I'm not going to sit here and debate as far as why it took so long or what the science was behind that or anything. I have no clue. I don't have to know. I'm good with whatever. But
yeah, I think you can kind of see there's a history in this regime of Impact. There's only been a few people that seem to have asked for a release and not gotten one.
Yeah.
And it's all about how you handle it. Like if they don't like how you handle, like if you go public with something, kind of demanded, the Killer Crosses of the world, they'll put you on ice. And I can't really fault them for that.
No.
Like, why give in? And who knows, like, all the details of stuff. But I know some people are kind of saying, because I guess the one thing, because she was off the roster page back in October, so we kind of all knew it was official then. She did CMLL after that, so it kind of seemed like that was the official timing. Now all the dirt sheets are reporting it, but I guess the news with that is that was unknown, and if it's true, it's not a good look. It's every reason that at least it's over. If it's true that she should supposedly went to Len Asper to try to get the release official, which almost seems like I can't imagine she even got through to him, but maybe sent him an email or a tweet or something. But I doubt Len Asper's picking up phones for Impact talent.
Talent? Yeah, that doesn't sound like a real thing. That's not about it.
I know that's what I see that in the chat, and I know that's what the dirt sheets were putting out there. But obviously, it's one thing to go to Scott D'Amore. It'd be a whole nother thing to go to like Ed Nordholm, but then to go above Ed Nordholm to like the guy that runs Anthem. Yeah, I can't imagine that would even happen.
That doesn't sound it. That sounds about as real as a fellow podcaster that we know that does not like our show, trying to get just 5 minutes, Bill, with the great one, Scott D'Amore. That's
the great one.
That's not.
He's the great one.
It's not a real thing. It's not.
But yeah, like I said, that's why you always gotta J-Bone. I know we did your jingle, but just because we even brought up this story and there's some holes in it, I think we gotta play another jingle that the people they're big fans of it. I'm a big fan of it.
Looking for that fake wrestling news.
Don't believe anything that you read on the internet.
Good old Meltzer having a seizure there. We want to thank Ronan Blue.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Macklin versus Johnny Impact. Hard to Kill 2023.
Oh, my. I like it.
Oh, yeah. Bring it.
We all like it. And that would be great for
Impact Wrestling.
I was going to say, what does the coach have to say about that?
Oh, he's got a lot to say about it.
Oh, okay. Oh, God. Anything else?
Let's tie a bow on a very happy news front, J-Bone.
Okay.
We were just talking, who Ronan Blue just mentioned, maybe being against Johnny Impact, the guy we know wants that world title, Steve Macklin. But he's a little busy today, J-Bone.
Oh.
Because congratulations to Steve Macklin and the virtuosa, Deonna Purrazzo, tying the knot.
Getting hitched.
Get an itch.
Cheers.
Congratulations on the nuptials. And in other good news, J-Bone, we're not even stopping there. For the TNI fan, we got to wish a happy birthday to TNI UK's very own Joker.
Happy birthday, TNI UK Joe. We love you, Joe. Happy birthday and many more.
Yes.
We love you. Hell yeah. Go give Joe some love on social media today. He'll definitely appreciate it. And I'm like I said, I've been so busy. I've been out of the loop. I happened to watch a little bit of their show yesterday, catching up with the UK guys. Is Steve in the hospital?
I'm not 100% sure. I do not know.
It looked like he was sitting in a.
Wish him the best.
Yeah, my goodness. It looked like he was sitting in a hospital bed. So I don't know what's up. I didn't ask. But whatever's going on, we wish our U.S. contingent of TNI, of course. We certainly wish Steve, simply Steve, yes, if you will, the best. Get better from whatever is ailing you. Much love, Steve.
Yes. And we got to wish a happy birthday, a belated happy birthday to your favorite nephew. Last week was Paul's birthday.
Oh, Paul. I'm sorry, Paul. I've been so damn busy. Much love, Paul. He's 21 now. No, I don't know how old he is. He's my favorite nephew. My only nephew right now. Much love, Paul. Give Paul some love if you haven't already.
I think that's about it. And
I think so.
J-Bone, Mayor asked, can either of us tie a knot? Can you tie a good knot, J-Bone?
Of course, I tie my shoes every single. Actually, I can't say that. I slip my shoes on. I haven't tied a knot in years. I don't think. I mean, I married my wife. I tied that knot, so that was a few years ago. Yeah, a few years ago. Yeah,
a nice Windsor knot on that.
Yeah, right. Oh, I also got to give a shout out to our newest team on TNI, the We Talk Indies crew. Ash and Tiffany, who is queen of the Indies, from what I'm hearing, and Jameis. They did a show a few days ago on, was it Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday? Monday or Tuesday, whatever it was. Go give them some love. Go check out the show. It's the first one this week, so you make sure you give that crew some love too.
The brand's always growing.
Yes.
But now we can grow into the review.
Oh, I suppose. Yes, let's. It was a hell of an episode. Let's talk about some Impact Wrestling. Boy, this one starts out with a great match tonight. A big change for the digital media championship, Bill. We had Joe Hendry going after Brian Myers defending,
who's just been keeping his hands on that belt. I think we all thought Bhupinder was going to take that from him. They had so many confrontations, but it just didn't happen with Bhupinder.
Right. And but it was the odds were against Joe Hendry here. Really were, because Matt Cardona was at ringside.
Wait. Hold on.
Fellow major player.
Did you say Matt Cardona? Or did you mean something a little more appropriate?
Uh-oh.
His real name. But where it is, there it is.
What the truth is, you're nothing but a mid Cardona.
I was wondering if you were going to find it.
I know. It's weird. It seems like we lost a lot of bites, but then there's still some old bites in there. So I'm confused on these bites lately.
Oh, and I haven't played them in ages, so I'm just going to leave them to you. I'm not going to touch them. You're the bite man tonight. I don't even want to get started on that. We love the bites, but yeah. What'd you think of Joe Hendry versus Brian Myers?
It was good. I wasn't sure if because, like I said, Brian Myers has been holding on to this belt this whole time. But Joe Hendry, you see the crowd reaction. His theme song is the biggest earworm in wrestling right now. You gotta say his name, J-Bone.
And he appears.
I believe in Joe Hendry. It's
catchy.
So it's very catchy. Good match. Our favorite guy, Joe Hendry. Prestigious. Well, TJB, we're going to work on that. We got to get some more bites. We definitely got to get some more bites worked on. Hopefully, as we come towards the end of the year here, we can get some fresh bites for the new year.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's all those new Moose scumbag bites. There's a lot of good material. We're missing out on it right now.
Yeah, Moose is quite the scumbag. We'll get to that, though. So congrats to Joe Hendry, new DMC. Very exciting. But that certainly will make Matt Cardona and Brian Myers focus on something else that's coming up next week. It's official now. They the major players are going to be facing Heath and Rhino for the Impact World Tag Team Championship, excuse me. So, yeah, Rayline, absolutely. Says live audience was really into Joe. Good to see. Yeah, because when I was watching a few weeks ago when Joe debuted, they really didn't seem. I mean, they responded, but it wasn't. It took a few weeks. They were all about Joe this week.
Oh yeah,
including that one lady that was just screaming, "We love you, Joe Hendry," and that just cracked me up. I was like, "Oh no, wait, really?"
Everybody loves Joe Hendry. Come on, how can you not? And then TJB saying maybe that brings him back to the UK, Scottish boy. Maybe bring Grado back. Hey, I'm all on board with Grado.
Oh, I thought you said Laredo. I was saying, Grado, yeah, great guy there. Yeah.
Well, Grado, it's awesome.
No, he was a lot of fun.
Mayor wants to know what Mid Cardona said to me. He didn't say much. He tries to get a reaction from me.
Oh, but, of course.
Come on, you don't mess with me.
Yeah.
I was just telling him, yeah, get out of here. You're a nobody. Get out of here. Mid Cardona.
Anna's not too big on the Grado.
No Grado.
No Grado.
Just so you don't overuse Grado, but Grado, I still like Grado. He's fun.
I tell you what cracked me up is when they were down in Mexico a few years ago, when Grado was still around. This is pre-pandemic, and Grado was in the ring with oh gosh, it wasn't Pimpinella, but it was someone like Pimpinella.
Oh yes.
I can't think of the guy's name, but it was so damn funny. Someone in the chat's going to come up with it. And if it's anyone, it's going to be like critical. Yup. See, critical sting. Look at that. 2 seconds later, yep. Maximo. Yup. Thank you. Maximo. Thank you. Look, critical sting. Jeez. Guys, on point. Hi, Oreo. Hi.
Oreo making the debut.
She is. Say hello. Oh, nope. Taking off. She's like, I'm out of here. All right.
So now Warrior's got to find new ways to jump all around the place.
Yeah, she's funny. Do you believe in Joe Hendry? No response. All right. Next we got the Gisele Shaw promo. This was
great.
This is great. Courtesy of Jay How do you say his name? Vidal?
Jay Vidal?
Vidal, something? I don't know. But what's
formerly
funny
Jay with an I.
Jay with an I. A lot of this shows up later in the show as a part of another promo. If you look, they took part of this, and this is some of the promo pieces from Kazarian's promo, and then just Jay, you can tell it's Jay's voice puts in Gisele Shaw. It's is this, that, and the other thing. Gisele.
Well,
Shaw.
yeah, like it was pretty much a Hall of Fame introduction.
It was.
It was like the same thing, like obviously Awesome Kong, Raven, but it was very, very well done.
Oh, Anna says Vidal Sassoon. Okay, so like that kind
Vidal
of
Sassoon.
Okay, thank you. I'm very familiar with Vidal Sassoon. Used to be.
Well, there was a time, J-Bone.
There was
a time. I think this guy knows all about Vidal Sassoon.
Jiminy Christmas.
Oh, that guy was all about the Vidal Sassoon. The moose, the spritz, the everything. Yes.
But speaking of taking care of hair, J-Bone, but maybe not their hair anymore after you're done with it.
Oh,
How about our sponsor, Manscaped, who can take care of hair anywhere, above and below the belt.
I
Promo
did
code
some
TNI, 20% off free shipping.
I did some manscaping tonight,
Oh,
right before the show.
you're a man.
And I got a skate. 20% off, code TNI, and free shipping. And it's not just like, not everybody's into the trimmer. That's great. But they've got a lot more products than that. They got some great underwear. They got some other shaving stuff you can certainly use. And it's not just for men. Women love it too. It's our own knockout. Alicia she stole her man's stuff. So
it can happen, Dave.
it does. Yep, there it is. There's the stuff right there. Uh-oh, he's opening it up. What do we got, Bill?
Ooh. Preserve those crops, J-Bone.
Oh, crop preserver. Gotta love the crop preserver.
And revive them when you're done.
And the
Tone them, J-Bone.
Tone them. Tone them up. Oh, jeez. It has a light. Oh, I tell you,
So smooth.
I used that light earlier today. Yes. Good stuff. And it's got that ceramic end, so it prevents nicks. Let me tell you, I have not had one nick since using this product.
And that would be great because you're not Nick, you're Jay.
This is true.
We don't have a bite saying where's Nick?
Which one's Nick?
You wouldn't find it because there ain't no Nicks.
That's right. Oh, man. All right. So, yeah. Promo code TNI. Get you some Manscaped products. We get a VBD promo featuring new VBD members, Alan Angels and Khan. Bill, what do you think of Angels and Khan?
I like it. I think it's you needed a new dynamic, obviously, with Joe not around currently. Obviously, we all wish the best to Joe.
Yeah.
Definitely. They keep doing Impact, just put up some more items. I think gear from some of the wrestlers they just put up on the eBay store. And I believe that's also going to support Joe. So definitely jump on that because we're all here, obviously, to support Big Joe Dorn. But it's great to see. I think Angels, which is it was kind of an interesting thing from when we first saw him to when he came back in the tournament, the exhibition tournament, and he kind of was more heelish, but then he shows up. It seems like he's embracing this. And I think every wrestler embraces being the bad guy. And kudos to him already doing promos. Like he's promoting the show, calling it the best wrestling show on TV. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I think he's a nice addition. And Khan, I saw him obviously we know he started, he was with the Ascension. I know you've been a fan, you've been wanting to bring those guys in together for a long time, J-Bone.
Oh yeah.
But I don't even know if Victor is wrestling that much. Like I know they occasionally do stuff together, and I have seen them. Then when I was down in Florida once, I saw them at an indie show together. But I've seen Khan doing he was up in Michigan doing shows, and he did do that one match when they did the Florida loop previously. But Khan's a big guy. He gives them that, with Joe not there, a monster type guy in that group. So I think he's
an enforcer.
Very good additions. Yeah.
And Khan is in great shape. I saw Khan a few years ago, right after he got let go from up north, and he was kind of out of shape. Man, did he trim up. Holy cow. He must have lost like 50 pounds. But he's still a
And
big
there is
guy.
something, man. And like when you get on that Impact roster, there's a lot of guys, man. They just been getting more and more like in shape. Like we've been saying that with so many people on the roster, the Mooses and like there's all those guys like a bunch of gym rats on the roster. So that ain't gonna hurt them.
Right. Courtney's asking if Khan and Angels are signed. I don't know, but if you look up VBD on the roster section, it does have pictures of the new VBD crew together, where it's Diener, Angels, and Khan and Eric Young. Individually, no, but all together, yes. So does that mean they're signed? It could be per appearance. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just excited to see them as some new blood on the show.
Yeah, but honestly, with anybody new, I think we kind of know what Impact does now.
Yeah.
If anything, if it's not per appearance, it's probably some type of exclusive, like 6-month agreement type thing, maybe a year. That's kind of what they do.
Yeah, it could be. Yeah. So whatever it is, I'm excited to see them on. Alan Angels has proven already that he is very talented. And he's getting a chance to shine, whereas he didn't have a chance to shine much on AEW, So when
Not
or
many
lose,
people get that chance.
Well, yeah. With a roster so bloated like AEW. Now, don't get me wrong, I still love the brand, but yeah, when you're trying to stand out in a crowd like that, it's
honestly,
easy.
I think that's the reason we have Frankie Kazarian on Impact TV right now.
Oh, absolutely.
They had nothing for him to do.
Right. Yeah.
It was like you can have some dark matches or go to Impact. Headline pay-per-views.
I'm not complaining. I mean, he's a TNA legend as far as I'm concerned. They practically maybe not day one, but a year one guy. Starting out the X division like in that promo set. Jeez Louise. I mean, if anybody's gonna beat Josh, I tell you, I'd be rooting for Kaz.
Bully Ray.
Oh well, maybe, but
we're all big Kaz. Now, since Alicia's not here right now, since he's not here, I gotta say, serotonin,
serotonin, bitches. Love some serotonin, right? Yeah. Send Critical Sting says send us Angelico. Well, he's still with AEW as far as I know.
Well, I think he's saying because they're not using them, send them the Impact.
Oh, you're talking about for like the X division or whatever?
Yeah.
A couple shows.
Honestly, J-Bone, I know it's a little bit off of the news thing, but I got to mention it because there is an Impact connection. And when I heard this, it made me think of it. Because a former X Division guy, original member of Team Canada.
Oh.
Did you hear? Peacock, I believe November 22nd, will be airing a Teddy Hart documentary.
Oh, yeah, I did hear about that.
And I'm sure that will be wild. I am looking forward to it.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, he's got some controversy surrounding him on that. So I didn't hear any details, but I did see that in a headline. And I was like, wait, what is this?
Well, I from like a lot of his indie run a couple years ago and where he showed up on Impact for like a couple shows, like the Twitch specials and Impact versus Lucha Underground. Like we had heard, like me and Dave, like we had heard about like we saw at some shows them filming, I think, segments from this. So I don't know where all the footage is going to come from because I think they might scrape some of that and then do other stuff later. But it should be interesting. It should be definitely interesting.
Wow. Well, yeah. Yeah, he's got a tainted past, absolutely. So we'll see. Where are we at here? Okay. Trey Miguel versus Speedball Mike Bailey in the X Division tournament. Now, the finals are at Overdrive, right? For the
Correct. New X Division champion will be crowned
at Overdrive. Okay,
at
yeah,
Overdrive.
because someone in the chat during the live watch along said that wasn't going to happen at Overdrive, and I was like, what? So I thought it was.
That's other, like, you have, to me, obviously some of those marquee matches are pretty much, that's what you have. You have the title match between Kaz and Josh, and a new X Division champion will be crowned. And after this match, we know one of those combatants that are going for that X Division champion, and it's a well-deserved. Well, depending on how you like descending, it's well-deserved.
Well, yeah, and I didn't like the ending of this match, but it is what it is. The match itself leading up to the ending was an absolute banger of a match. Trey Miguel versus Mike Bailey.
Two of the best in the X Division.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, and they even talked about right before the match happened and how they've faced each other before. And some of the stuff behind that. But Kenny, K-I-N-G, King. At ringside eating popcorn.
Well, I love this, and I'm a big Kenny King fan.
Oh yeah!
But as he's walking out, and he kind of stands there for a second, I'm like, grab a chair, and he's like, you know what? I think I will. But then the popcorn angle. I was not expecting the popcorn angle, and that was fantastic.
He starts throwing popcorn at Speedball. I was like, what is going on here?
Oh, it was awesome. It was awesome. Like that's good stuff right there.
It's like it's interfering, but it's not really interfering. But then he really interferes when he throws Trey Miguel into the steps at ringside.
Oh, he hit him hard. No budge, those steps.
No. So Trey Miguel wins by DQ via Kenny King. So this has got to lead to something going on between Kenny King and Speedball.
Yeah. It's been building.
Yeah. Not to my knowledge, because this I'm coming back to this is a lot of this is new to me. So
well, like Kenny, well, you got to remember Kenny, he thought he had a third X Division title reign. He thought he had beat Mike Bailey.
Okay.
But then Mia Yim was able to stop that. She was able to get that for where he didn't win. And there were some tactics used, some underhanded tactics by Kenny King. But hey, whatever it takes.
Yeah. So Trey Miguel advances, and he will face the winner of next week's Taurus versus PJ Black.
How about that?
I'm pretty excited about that match. I love me some PJ Black. I also love me some Taurus. But, man, I haven't seen PJ Black. Now, I know he did some stuff in Ring of Honor. Now, even though I wasn't watching some of that, my favorite stuff from him, of course, is from either Lucha Underground or the time before that, going back to his early stuff in WWE. He's done it all, And I know he did a cup of coffee and Impact before. Isn't he a former tag team champ or something? Am I right in thinking that?
I don't think he's ever won a title. He's appeared at least a few times, but I don't think he got anything in title, unless I'm missing something. But I don't think he ever held any gold.
I thought he won something back when Jeff Jarrett started bringing in his crew of people. Like that was the first time Brian Myers came in, and
that's when Brian Myers and Trevor Lee won the tag belts. And he may have held a Global Force title at some point, but I don't think under the. Oh, was he? King of the Mountain champion, technically? Maybe he did. All right.
Oh, was that a belt that they had in GFW for like a short period of time or something?
Well, that's the thing. It's during that whole Global Force era. That's a really gray area of champions.
It is.
The old invasion storyline.
Yeah. Because it was short-lived. Jeff didn't stick around long because, he wasn't doing well. He went off to rehab shortly after that. But
yeah, and that poor title, as Critical Sting puts it, the King of the Mountain Legends TV title.
Yeah,
so many titles.
all one and the same, practically. Yeah. So it was short-lived, but he was in the company before. So good to see him back. I can't wait to see that. Now, who did he beat to get to this?
Oh, during the let's see, because there were some matches on BTI. Well, Tarus beat Laredo.
Okay. That's the one that put Laredo in the hospital, right?
Well, no, he actually that he did a AAA show the following day.
Oh, okay.
And then he went. So obviously, still wishing the best for Laredo.
Yeah,
that sounded nasty. That surgery.
It did. Jeez, something about his intestines or something. So, but yeah, I'm very excited to see that X Division match next week. Yeah, that good old GFW invasion, crazy stuff there. All right, so yeah, Trey Miguel wins by DQ next. So Jessica with a K, she's not doing well. She's not doing well.
She's not doing well.
She's not feeling good after this loss. It's really getting to her, Bill.
Well, is she not feeling well because
I'm sick?
She's always sick. But usually it's like in a good way. In this case, it's not in a, and that was something that Iceman Intel gave during BTI too. He was talking about how he passed her in the hallway and she was looking not too good. So so we we find out why later. Thanks to good old ODB for being
ODB.
Good old life coach ODB. Jiminy Christmas. When did the hell did that happen? But we that's kind of jumping. Yeah, bam, everything. So yeah, she's like, maybe I'll have a drink. And Rosemary's like, no, don't have a drink. And Taya's like, yeah, let's have a drink. So yeah, it's kind of a hot mess of a situation that doesn't get better later. Next we got Bhupinder Gujjar.
Oh wait, we had Kenny King backstage next.
Oh, he was talking. I'm sorry, what did he say?
Well, he was talking about what happened in the Bailey. He said he can't focus on the X Division and until he exposes the fake tricks in the Matrix, like Morpheus. Little Matrix reference from Kenny King.
Oh goodness, that's kind of weird. Is that's gonna be
red pill or blue pill, J-Bone?
Can I have both?
Which? Both? Oh, okay, come on.
I'm all about the pizzles. Okay.
Right, that's Swingman may agree with that. We need more Swingman here. Much more Swingman.
Are we not finding the Swingman stuff here?
I'm a little nervous. The sweet man. Oh, all right. Well, I don't think the Pizzles. I think we lost the Pizzle bite. Oh no, it's still there. There it is.
And I want my Pizzles back.
For a while, I was wondering.
Who booked this?
There we go. All right. All right. So after the Kenny King segment, we got Bhupinder Gujjar versus B flat. No, wait.
Oh,
G Sharpe. G Sharpe. My bad. G Sharpe. Sorry. It's wrong.
Now
guy.
I'll say this. Before the match happened, before what you got to see, because G Sharpe, he does a lot of shows in that area. Like he does Future Stars of Wrestling out in Vegas. So he actually cut a promo that you didn't see on TV to get the crowd to kind of not like him, like kind of ripping everything, ripping the crowd. So he got him ramped up to go against them here. So that was good.
Oh. Well, that's certainly no, and then he's got to be some kind of local favorite to some because he was
he's well known.
Yeah,
like even if you're a heel versus face, that like local person on a TV product, they're going to get cheered because that's like you're like that's our guy. So they had to be a little careful with that. So that was the right call to have him cut a heel promo.
Yeah. So
I thought this was a good match. Some hard hits in this one.
Yeah, and Bhupinder's also got some new entrance music too. New attitude.
He did a little bit, yeah. New entrance music, a little bit of a slightly different look. I think we're seeing a little evolution of his character come in here, and I think that's good. Like you had kind of the initial Bhupinder we saw go all the way through to the Brian Myers feud. Now he's kind of recharged. New outlook. See what happens.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm digging it. It's it's just like the next phase of him, trying to I think he's trying to find his place, but hey, like I look at it as you're getting TV time. Doesn't matter if it's someone on the roster or if it's someone locally that comes in. A win is a win, and it's all a learning experience. So it's all positive for Bhupinder. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people thought he was gonna get the DM.
Oh yeah, we all thought it at the time.
Because he had that was a great feud with Brian. It really was.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and he had some good matches. That ladder match was real good. So yeah.
So TJB in the chat here says Bhupinder needs to say his name and believe. Clap, clap, clap. So are you saying you want to see like a tag team between Bhupinder and Joe Hendry?
Or maybe he might still want to go after the DMC title. He might have to go after Joe Hendry.
Oh. Well, we'll see. We'll see what they do. But this was fun. This wasn't a squash match. G Sharpe did get some stuff in here.
Mm-hmm.
And but yeah, nice win for Bhupinder Gujjar here.
Yeah.
Little promo here from Rhino and Heath talking to Josh about can't trust Bully. And that they're
hey, you always got to get that can't trust Bully promo somewhere backstage.
Yeah. And also that they're ready for the major players. And they can't figure out why Matt Cardona went and joined Brian Myers again.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm not too excited about that, but it's good to see Matt Cardona back nonetheless.
Oh yeah, no. It was. Come on, we need somebody to boo.
Oh yeah. Do I have to boo him? Because I kind of like Matt Cardona.
I like the boo.
You do? Okay. Jessica is then seen backstage with Alicia Edwards. And Jessica's reading a book by good old ODB. And Bill, what is ODB's solution to everything?
Well, you got to imagine it's a couple things. Well, it's drinking. I was going to say drinking and now the meat, but mainly drinking.
and ordering that fried chicken. Still waiting on that damn chicken for like 15 years now. But yeah, so Jessica's drunk, and it's crazy because her makeup's even off, like way like the pink is like all over the place around her eye. So even her makeup's like drunk. So I don't know if this is a sign that she's going back to her old character or something.
Nah, I don't think she's going back to like the Havoc Death Machine type yet. But it does feel like maybe a slight change.
Yeah.
Between happy-go-lucky Jessica to maybe a slightly different, maybe party Jessica.
Something. Or
Too much partying Jessica.
Or a slightly darker version of Jessica. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna see where it's going. It's definitely I was surprised to see this, but but she's she's sucking down the good old PBR. J-Bone loves some PBR. But I don't know. I'm still looking for the tie-ins for Su Yung, and I'm telling you, Bill,
she's been doing some indies, but I think it's working her way to come back. Obviously,
I'm really hoping, because I don't know if you noticed this, but I got an email from Pro Wrestling Tees about certain things that they're promoting, and they were showing some new releases in this email. And one of them is a brand new picture of some new Su Yung merch.
Nice.
Yeah. So go to Pro Wrestling Tees, check out the new release section, and go check out that new Su Yung tee. It looks sick.
She always has good merch.
Yeah, and it's a white tee.
Rare in the wrestling community.
Yeah, and it's with a classic looking Su Yung with it's kind of like that reddish pinkish brides, that she had on. I think it's a take off of one of her old pinups from a few years ago, honestly, because it looks familiar, but it's a painting. So go check it out. Yeah. I was going to throw that in there for the news, and I forgot. So I'm throwing it in now because it's kind of a tie-in.
Well, as we get into next match, I think you can tie in some other possible news.
Yeah, we'll get to that. But let's talk about the match first, because the match was damn good. We got Deonna Purrazzo coming out with Chelsea Green, who is trying like hell to knock Mickie James off her pedestal. Hardcore country! That's right, hardcore country, trying to send her into the retirement zone, if you will. Mayor's complaining about Eddie Edwards again. I don't know. What did Eddie Edwards ever do to you, dude? What?
I'm not a fan of Edwards.
I guess not. Some people just aren't. But what did you think of Chelsea Green versus Mickie James, Bill?
Nah, this was a good one. They got good chemistry, obviously. Mickie and Chelsea in the ring. Definitely a good back and forth. Like when it happened, it's like you don't think that like Chelsea, this is going to be the end of it, but they did have the history here. where she made her kind of vanish the first time. But you did get the Taylor Wilde appearance here when Mickie was pretty much saying she didn't want her to show up. And Taylor kind of acting like, well, we'll see if you make it through this one. But Taylor did get it, like, not heavily involved, but she did come out. So obviously that's what it's lining up for, Taylor versus Mickie in the near future. But this was a good match, J-Ben. What do you think about it?
Oh, I love this. I mean, it's one of those that you kind of assume who's gonna win here, but I always say don't assume. But I was still really looking forward to this one, and I was also curious, which is what we're gonna get to now, is this going to have to do with, or how are they going to tie in the, there's the news of Chelsea Green possibly leaving. That's been out there. And I've been so busy. I've heard stuff, but I haven't seen the articles. But now I was wondering if this was going to tie into that. Well, sure enough, that with this loss, and then there's a segment later, and I know I'm jumping ahead here, but they show her walking out with her gear, and Deonna Purrazzo's like, "Where are you going?" Chelsea's like, "I'm going home. I was supposed to be the one to to beat her, and I'm going home." And well, there's rumors of her going back to Trips is calling some people back home.
You mean like Mia Yim, who just appeared?
Yes, yeah. So, I mean, if it's true, I'm happy for her. Whether you like WWE or not, it's a great opportunity because Chelsea Green just had one piece of bad luck after another. There, she got injured a few times, a lot of starts, a lot of stops. And she's been pretty healthy lately. I think she had one hiccup when she first joined Impact Wrestling, but she's been great since. So
yeah,
does that mean something for her husband, Matt Cardona? I don't know. We'll see. Gotta wait and see.
Yeah, it'd be interesting because he's so busy on the indies with so many things and so many outside ventures. I don't know. It feels like it would be tough to believe him to give that up, but you never know.
Yeah. Oh, Mayor says Chelsea's also wrestling for the NWA Hard Times pay-per-view this coming weekend. So if you want to catch her before she goes back, if she is going back, we don't know. I know that she's also making an appearance early December for Blizzard Brawl in my old neck of the woods, Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
It's 10 minutes from my old house, Bill. It's like, oh man.
You got to make it out there, J-Bone.
If I go, there's going to be a lot of great appearances there. If I go for anything, I'm going to go see Vampiro wrestle.
Oh, there you go.
That's just that's something in this day and age you don't get to see that much.
Nope. With you. Take advantage of the opportunity, J-Bone.
I think I will. We'll see. Get a cheap ticket and go do a couple meet and greets. But yeah, so Mickie James beats Chelsea Green here. So we did get the appearance from Taylor Wilde, evening the odds, taking out Deonna Purrazzo. Deonna Purrazzo does come back. It's great to see Taylor Wilde back too, I gotta say.
Oh yeah.
She's even got new merch. She's got new merch.
Yes.
Go check that out too. So
Yeah, she got her first ever Impact T-shirt the other week.
Yeah.
We talked about that in the news while you weren't here. So congrats,
nice.
Taylor.
Yeah.
Finally got a T-shirt.
So, all right, now we got that segment where Macklin is pounding on the boss's door. He wants a match. He's throwing coffees, flipping chairs down the hallway, which grabs the attention of one Tommy Dreamer. And yes, T. Hughes, I saw that. I saw that link. Someone shared a screenshot of you know what, here, I'll just share it real quick for those. Oops.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Little Scott Steiner moment.
Little whoops there. Sorry.
The share screener Rooney from J-Bone.
Share screener Rooney. We shouldn't get in trouble for this because this is just a screen grab. Macklin's down the hallway. Here's said flipped chair. Here's Tommy. Here's Alicia Edwards. Here's Johnny Impact.
just there.
Just there, just in the doorway, like, oh, hey guys. Hey, what's up?
Now, Critical Sting, will you put that as his last Impact appearance right now? Backstage. November 10th, 2022.
Put him on the roster. Hopefully, we'll see. But yeah, so Macklin wants a match. Tommy Dreamer sees him, throwing a fit. He's like, hey, you could be a locker room leader, but instead you're throwing a fit like a baby. How about if you want to match that bad, how about you fight me? And Macklin's like, oh yeah, I'll put you out your pastor. Sure. Son of a bitch. Yeah, hell yeah.
We'll see about that, J-Bone.
Yeah, right. It's I love Macklin, but I also love Tommy. So we'll see what happens.
Gotta love him. I've been an early proponent of Steve Macklin. I called him future world champion.
Future world champion.
Dreamer. ECW, J-Bone. It runs through my blood.
It does. It's just down the block from you.
It's my home.
So it is. It's your home. We got Tommy versus Macklin next week. And yes, that was Johnny Impact in the background. So
and I'll say it may not be the main event next week, but you cannot miss Tommy Dreamer versus Steve Macklin.
Oh,
I have big expectations for this match.
Yeah, I mean, you talk like that as if you were there, Bill.
I would not know.
Yeah. I mean, front row. All right, now we got this. This should have been the main event here. This, let me tell you. Oh my goodness, we got Zicky Dice. I'm wink, wink. I'm kidding. Zicky Dice, still rolling down Swinger down to the ring, which is hilarious.
You guys swing?
I love Swinger's gear here. He's got some new gear straight out. I mean, he must have unpacked these from that one crate that he had saved from the 80s. That or he bought these off of Brutus the Barber Beefcake, one of the two. Jiminy Christmas. I love these. I mean, just classic with the spandex and the fringe. Oh my God. It might be my favorite gear of his ever. Seriously.
Wow.
Yeah. It's just, man. And Brutus.
You're saying Swingman 8x10s in that gear.
Oh, it's got to happen.
Print money.
It's got to happen because I'll buy one of those. Absolutely.
There you go.
So coming down to the ring to face Bully Ray. Bully Ray really doesn't know what to make of Zicky Dice. They even tried to put over Bully, give him a little flashback of his own. They're like, hey, get the tables. This is hilarious. The ref and Bully are just like, what is going on here? They get a table from underneath the ring and they set it up. And as soon as it happens, Bully grabs Zicky Dice, gives him a what's it called? A bubble bomb? I forget. And drops him, pins him, 1, 2, 3. Bell's Boy, thank you for the super chat here. Senior Jabon, what about what Samoa Joe did to Wardlow on Dyna? Oh, wait, wrong show. Never mind. By the way, Swinger got his gear from Kids R Us. Oh, my God. Thank you, Bell's Boy, for the $5 super chat.
For all of our love towards the Swingman.
Yeah.
Bell's Boy will always make sure to be there to keep us in check.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Just kill that.
But that's the thing. He gets the reaction, J-Bone. He gets the very pro reaction from us or the very negative reaction from a Bell's Boy. So he's doing his job.
Yeah, right. So Zicky Dice.
But hold on, J-Bone. Hold on.
Uh-oh.
We can't let it stay there. Thanks to that $5 super sticker.
Oh, yeah.
Impact Wrestling!
Yes, thank you, Coach. Oh, man. Screaming. Jesus. Must be using that Ricola tonight. My goodness. But then we get an attack from Moose.
Oh.
And he sets up the table in the corner and just, man, the table just explodes, Bill.
I'll tell you, I was telling people next to me, I don't know if I've ever seen a table explode like it exploded. It evaporated.
I've seen tables do that, but it's few and far in between.
Like he hit it flush. Like that's a guy, obviously a veteran and a big guy with a power move, a lot of impact in that move. And it just
impact.
Goodbye table.
Yeah. Table pieces everywhere. Bully sold it like $1 million. I mean, that, whether it felt like, crap or not, sold it like $1 million. And then we come back from break and they said, oh, during the break, they slid a bike to Bully Ray, who's, barely moving in the ring. And he's like, Moose, overdrive, you and me. And his head's actually bleeding. So, I mean, he looked like he was like crunched up into the table. So his head's bleeding. He says, you and me, overdrive, tables match. And the crowd pops. I mean, you had to see that coming. I'm not complaining though.
No, I'm with you. No, that should be a can't miss match. Definitely.
Yeah. It's gonna be hardcore, man. It's gonna be great. We got a promo from Sami Callihan with who looks like, now of course he's one of the new recruits of VBD. Well, he's got the sweatshirt on, but he looks like a former lead singer of Backstreet Boys with duct tape over his mouth. And I can't think of the damn guy's name, but that's who it looked like to me. So I couldn't stop laughing at this promo. Yeah, I hear Sammy and he's all serious and he's talking about VBD and everything. But I keep looking at this guy with the duct tape over his mouth and I'm like, God, it looks like that one singer from freaking Backstreet Boys. I'm like, is that what he's doing?
Look at this dumbass.
He joined. Well, thanks, Sammy. Thanks a lot. He joined VBD.
Well, he was talking about that guy.
Yeah.
It's all about the guy from Backstreet Boys.
Yeah, of course. No, not Nick Carter. No, not Nick Carter. And rest in peace to his brother. I can't think of the guy's name. He's had his own game show. He's done other
Joey
reality.
Fatone. No, he's
Joey,
but
yes, that guy. It
oh,
looked
so
like
you were thinking in sync.
Oh, is that
Not
who that
Backstreet
is?
Boys.
Oh, for
Yeah.
crying out loud. Okay, well, it just shows
You
how
got
much
your
I
boy
know
band
about.
mixed up, Jay.
Oh, jeez. I'm so sorry. But thank you, Bill. Yes, Joey Fatone.
You said game show. It had to be Joey Fatone.
Yeah, there you go. So, where was I? Oh, yeah, Sammy Callahan. Good promo. It's got the glitches in it. It's very Sammy-esque. One thing I said on the watch along, and I just want to get people's reaction if you think this is something that's going to happen. It kind of feels like in this particular situation, it has to happen. Maybe I'm wrong. Do you think it's the right time for Sammy to do some recruiting of his own and maybe put together something for himself to go up against the likes of Violent by the Design? And I want to hear people from the chat too. What do you think?
Yeah, I know this came up last week. There was kind of some hinting by Sammy about this. Like maybe he would get his own group kind of together. Okay. And it's like who could be in said group? And like, could it be a return of certain guys? Maybe Jay Christ, Madman Fold. Could it be Ohio-based guys? Maybe Trey Miguel. Maybe someone he's had a connection with for a long time, like a Rich Swann. There's a lot of possibilities. Obviously, there's a bunch of guys from Pro Wrestling Revolver. A lot of ways they could go with that if they wanted to have Sammy team up with guys.
Yeah, he's always been good to like bring in some fresh blood. So I think if it's gonna be anything, it's gonna be people that we don't know, and he's gonna use his name or his pull in the company to bring in some fresh faces. I'd love to see it. I don't know who, maybe someone like, I think someone who we saw in Chicago, I think someone like Manders would be great. Couple faces from AEW, or not AEW, AAW.
Well, I know you're mentioning Manders. I know he's with MLW right now, but they are sort of working because Sammy, it just aired with the news as well, because Battle Riot 4 just recently aired. It was taped a while back, but it just recently aired. Sammy Callahan was in the Battle Riot, one of the final 4.
Oh, that's interesting. Are they going to bring back Cornette too?
Well, that's the reason he left the first time. He hasn't been there in a while. But
that happened in Milwaukee.
Now that there is kind of that. Now, I think a lot of belief is that's the Davey Richards trade-off. But hey, if there's a little bit of an MLW connection going on, because Ty is obviously doing a lot of stuff there as well.
Yeah,
maybe you could have like Mance Warner show up in Impact.
Oh. Wait, didn't he get signed by AEW or no?
Nope. He signed. He re-signed with MLW.
Oh, that just shows how much I've been following MLW.
Well, you know the whole. We won't get into a down south thing, but anytime someone shows up there, I think Bandito's officially signed 5 times now with AEW.
5? Is that right? 5 times?
Yeah. Every week he signs with AEW. He puts pen to paper.
What in the world is going on there? Why do they keep reporting? Yeah, he's important, but geez Louise. What? Okay, yes, Bandito signed with AEW. Yes, again. Thank you, Oreo, for reminding me again about Bandito signing with AEW. Jeez Louise. But yeah, who knows? Back to Sanemi. I think he will bring in some fresh faces. And if anyone has any, thoughts in the chat as far as who you'd like to see him bring in,
Yeah, or put in the comments later.
Put in the comments. Yeah. We'd love to see that. Frankie Kazarian promo following that. Great promo. And we saw some of it earlier, which is a little comical, but it shows with the J Vidal or Vidal, excuse me. Just showing some great highlights, and even get his better half, Tracy Brooks, in there. Scott D'Amore, Gail Kim. Gail Kim and him go way back. Of course, Scott does. Scott, because Scott's practically day one with the company, but was more behind the scenes, and then year 2 or 3 coming along being with Team Canada and such. But yeah, great promo. Your thoughts on this promo, Bill?
Oh no, I definitely it's putting it together. Like it's giving that overdrive main event a little more oomph. To just make, like, especially if you're someone that may not go as far back with Impact for those are now, once again, it wasn't a short run. Kazarian was there a long time. A lot of different versions from the future, X Division title runs, Fortune. He was there a lot. So them kind of putting that back in front of everyone's face before he gets his title shot and really give it the importance it deserves. I think this did a great job of doing that.
Yeah. Yes, Mayor. I happened to miss what he talked about the match. Death Machine's Double Jeopardy, which I have no clue what that means. I know they talked about it, but yeah, it's
like a first blood match, but it doesn't end at first blood. It then becomes you have to bleed, then you can be pinned, submitted, etc., etc.
Oh,
so you got to cause blood, then you can win the match.
Oh, just Sammy.
So that's the double jeopardy. Blood is 1, then a pinfall submission is number 2.
Well, maybe Sami Callihan can borrow Rosemary's hatchet and just just go a little crazy. Why not? For those of you that missed it in that promo, where Rosemary and Taya were talking to a kind of down in the dumps Jessica before she was plowed, Rosemary was wielding a bloody hatchet. So it's like, oh my God. No, I don't think
I thought that was just her normal accompaniment.
That's just like everyday thing. Some people carry a pocket knife around, and some people just carry a bloody hatchet. Very typical in the Milwaukee area, if you know your Milwaukee history. Sorry, it's a bad joke, but so yeah. Hey, main event time, Bill.
Main event time.
Man, the knockouts really got some attention this episode. Between a drunk Jessica, we had the Mickie James match against Gisele Shaw. Chelsea Green, my bad.
Yep.
Chelsea Green, Mickie James, and now Jordynne Grace defending her knockouts title against Gisele Shaw with J Vidal at ringside. Your thoughts on this match, Bill?
This was definitely Impact's been doing it a lot lately. But the knockouts main eventing the show, once again, knocked it out of the park, killed it again. And I gotta say, Jordynne Grace on another level. Gisele, I don't know if we've got to see it as much with Gisele, but Gisele very good in this match as well. I think, like, from what I've seen her before Impact, and then here and there, everyone's got to get their footing when they join the company. But I think you got to see more out of Gisele in this match as well. But Jordynne right now is like, she's on another level as like, it's almost when Deonna was on her run where she was not only knockout of the year, but wrestler of the year. Year-end awards. I think Jordynne Grace might be not just knockout of the year. She might be wrestler of the year. It's going to be tough, obviously, with Josh Alexander. But if you almost discount Josh or put him in his own category, she's got a claim on it.
Yeah.
Because she's, especially this last couple months. But then a big reason for that is her match with Masha, who we see return.
Yeah. I gotta read this. This is going off the subject here, but this is funny. Barry here from Team Twitch says, was it recorded on Halloween? Because Rosemary and Taya looked like they were going trick-or-treating. Well, you know.
It was the week before Halloween, so it was pretty close.
Well, there you go. The death dolls are going to be a little, different in their own realm. So who knows? Yeah. T. Hughes here says Lance Storm was hyping up this match during the week. Yeah, it definitely hyped this up to the
It deserved the hype. It deserved the hype.
Oh, man. Just... I love this, man. This because Gisele Shaw just absolutely killed it, proving how good she is. You know, win or lose, she's really proven herself. She's really coming into her own. She had a kind of a rough start on the knockouts, a couple start stops with different groups and different groups leaving and such. But now she's not associated with anyone. Now she's just killing it. I would like now. Last time Jay Vidal was on there, it was only during the Vegas tapings, and I heard plenty of people say, "Hey, they should keep him around." I don't remember who he was associated with at the time, though. I think it was some knockout, but now he's associated with Gisele Shaw. So,
yeah. When he was going against old Caleb with a K back then.
That's okay. So Caleb with a K, but I can't remember who he was hanging out with.
The inspiration.
Oh, there, yeah. Critical Sting, Anna. Thank you. Inspiration. There we go. Okay. So, does he stay with Gisele Shaw? Because, I mean, if we're doing this whole quintessential diva, then the quintessential diva needs someone to, just beef it up even more. You know what I mean?
Well, we know they'll be back there in February in Vegas.
Okay.
So I would not be surprised to see Jay would make another appearance.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised at all with whoever it may be. But we'll see. We'll see. But he certainly fit the whole Critical Sting. Yeah, thank you for the reminder. He was the personal photographer, right?
A personal photographer.
Yes. But yeah, Gisele Shaw versus Jordynne Grace. And Jordynne Grace just absolutely killing it. And of course, we had reminders from a certain Big Kev in the watch along chat to watch right up until the very end. So it's like, what's happening here? Oh, we'll get to that. Bill. But Jordynne Grace gets the win here, defending her Knockouts title successfully, gets to the top of the stage, and Masha Slamovich absolutely destroys her, bringing an absolute pile of folding chairs out to the top of the stage and drops Jordynne Grace, gives her the snowplow right on the pile of chairs. Devastating.
That was rough.
Because I was kind of thinking, I'm like, well, Jordynne Grace just defended her title. Is she going to defend it at Overdrive next week or next weekend against Masha, like this soon? Because she just
that feels like it's going to set up maybe a hard to kill rematch.
Okay.
Or maybe sometime in between it. That it feels too soon. It feels way too soon.
Okay.
Maybe some multi-person match, or maybe just hold off. Maybe give them a break at this pay-per-view. But we'll see.
Okay. All right.
I'd be surprised if it came together that quick. You're talking 1 week.
Yeah, I'd be shocked. Now, what's coming in between Overdrive and Hard to Kill?
Well, you have the all the Florida tapings.
Okay.
Because it will be obviously they're going to do the IPWF at WrestleCade, so that's kind of off canon. But for kind of normal TV, they're going to go from Louisville, so you have a set of tapings after Overdrive, so Fallout for Overdrive, and then go right in to the winter shows down in December.
Okay.
And that will take you right up to Hard to Kill.
All right. Well, we'll see. We might get something in there, but yeah, we'll see.
They could, because that could definitely main event a show with it, no doubt. But you just wonder if not then who, because you still have the Mickie and Taylor stuff, which has a lot more build. So like for how many matches are going to be on this show, it's going to be interesting to see.
Yeah, true. So Masha attacks Jordynne, leaving her just completely motionless on the pile of chairs. Holds the title up, licks the title. Man, it's screaming Russian. Masha's just a new kind of heel in the Knockouts division here. Then we get this segment. Now, they showed in the cold open, they showed highlights from the week before, which I missed. So I'm glad they showed this. It showed I guess you could say, a cinematic match or meeting or whatever you want to call it between Eddie Edwards and PCO. Basically looking like Eddie Edwards wants to put the final nail in the coffin, if you will.
Buried alive match in the desert.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it actually was?
Yeah, pretty much cinematic buried alive in the desert. Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know if it was an actual match or what it was, but they're out there, and he buries PCO. So was kind of like, there's been a lot of contract talk lately with different members of Honor No More. Taven left with Maria Kanellis and also Mike Bennett. Vincent's a giant question mark. I think he's gone now. Kind of wondering about PCO after seeing something like this.
Melvin's.
We still got that soundbite. All right. But we get the little slow pan of the pile of dirt, the shovel, and all of a sudden lightning striking the dirt, and PCO's hand bursts out of the pile of dirt. And it's like, oh, he's alive. alive. So PCO. He's not human, Bill. He's back.
It's not him.
He's
French Canadian Frankenstein.
He's French Canadian. Do you like PCO? Yeah. Oh, is she excited for PCO? Oreo loves her. Some PCO. Yes.
I'll be seeing PCO on Saturday.
And where's this, Bill?
That's at the XPW show up in Newark, New Jersey.
You know what I would like to see in my lifetime, which I'm probably not, but this would be a bucket list match I would love to see live or on pay-per-view. And I don't care from who would bring it. I have no idea because this is so off the wall. I don't know who would have the balls to pull this off, Bill. But I would love to see PCO headline some event versus Vampiro.
Oh, I like it. That'd be cool. I'd be down with that.
Hell yeah, man. That'd be crazy. But Vampiro's facing Tony Gunn and Waukesha in a few weeks, so I don't know how excited I am for that, but I would be just excited to see Vampiro wrestle, So I don't care if it's a 5-minute match, so we'll see. But
take it.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so PCO lives. I wrote at the end of
He's
my notes.
alive.
So this is probably leading to something big between PCO and Eddie Edwards.
Eddie.
I love me some PCO, man. If he's not,
he's an attraction.
He is. And if he's not Impact champ at some point during his run, I'd be shocked, Bill.
You're going world champ.
Yeah, I'm going world champ.
Ooh,
he was Ring of Honor world champ for a while.
He was.
Well, I'm like, hey, why not? So we'll see. But yeah,
that's it, J-Bone. That's the show.
Great episode. I
loved it. It is.
Lots of knockouts. I love me some good knockout stuff. X Division's hot. Prepping for some tag stuff down the line, and not a typical episode where you saw a lot of the stuff from the champ. It kind of was like, hey, we're gonna throw everything else at you. Which was actually refreshing. Considering I haven't watched in several weeks. It was nice.
No, it was. No, it's a good. It's leading us in, and obviously one more episode till Overdrive. So it's going to be a busy weekend now. Obviously next week, because you got pretty much the last episode leading to Overdrive, then Overdrive the next night. So it's going to be a busy couple days of Impact Wrestling next week. So stay tuned.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's going to be fun. And I don't know exactly what's coming here between here and besides Overdrive between here and Hard to Kill, but I know they got the IPWF stuff. I don't know if they're going to have something else. I know usually
they're going to have they're airing in December is the December pay-per-view for Impact Plus is IPWF. So it's not going to be, at least it seems, a TV episode this year. It's going to be Impact Plus YouTube Insider show.
Oh, okay. But now they never aired that other one that happened.
No, the one that happened at WrestleCon may be lost in time. We'll see. We'll see what becomes of it.
Just kind of like live for the people there, hey?
Well, they taped it. I don't know if there's production issues, but that's kind of one of the things with the IPWF. You can kind of get away with it since it's from a different time.
It's not too serious. Yeah.
Like, obviously, it was taped very late at night. Not a huge crowd, but for that type of show, I don't think you need it. But
yeah.
obviously, there's quite a few people that are no longer there at this point. I don't know if that plays a part in it, but it'll be interesting to see if it does come back.
Oh yeah.
Because I would like, it would be a nice little thing, if anything, maybe throw it on Impact Plus or something at some point, just as like, here's another feature, a show that was out there to at least air. But they're labeled, the weird thing is they're labeling, I think, and now this one is the one that's happening at WrestleCade as number 3. Well, number 3 was the one at WrestleCon. So it's like that one's never going to exist, I feel, at this point.
Yeah, could be. So, all right, well, let's wrap up this review. And speaking of reviews, yes, Paul, we will review Overdrive next week.
Overdrive.
I have no clue what's happening next Friday night. So for now, I'll just say yes, but you never know.
Yeah, I'm sure it will get on there. Well, I'm not sure everyone that'll be on, but I'm sure we'll get something on after the show.
We'll figure it out. Yeah. So, yeah, let's wrap her up. Where can they find you, Bill?
They could find me on the Twitter at my name, William M. Gardner. And who knows where else you might find me? Maybe at the Louisville tapings. So, or maybe at XPW this weekend. You never know. So definitely come on out, say hello, and always in the Discord as well. So jump on in there too.
There you go. You can find me over in that other little podcast called Smash This Podcast. That's right. Smash This Podcast is back. Did a show late last night, so I'm going to get on there when I can. Still busy around the house doing stuff and trying to do God knows what with this office, but it's always a work in progress. But yeah, you can catch me on there. You can also catch me on the Twitter box at JBone5150. That's JAYBONE 5150. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that sub button, ring that bell for notifications. Why? So that you know when more of our content hits your screen. We'll see you folks down the road. But yeah, make sure you check out Team TNI UK's last show from yesterday and the brand new family. Give them some love. We Talk Indies, Ash, Tiffany, and Jameis. Go check out that show on the channel as well. Thank you very much, everyone. Say goodnight, Bill.
Good night, Bill, and everybody else.
Later, y'all. Take care.